fact that it was going to be probably an ugly game, probably one of those games where you make some mistakes, and we just told the guys to make sure you just play through them, just keep playing through them. It's one thing to commit a turnover, it's another thing not to get back and defend the ball when we turn it over. They play extremely hard. They play right through the whistle. They gave us a lesson in that today. There were a couple times while the clock's running, we kind of just relaxed and they picked us, or we threw a lazy pass and they picked it. Very lucky to win the game. Obviously happy we won, but like I said, coming into the game, that's all we talked about, is that it was going to be a turnover-filled, ugly game of runs. The one thing we felt we could do was try to score in transition. That's when we're at our best tonight. But we didn't handle the ball cleanly enough to take advantage of all the fast break opportunities that were there.
Paul, Mike had his scowl on, looked like the whole game, and has he played that well? Have you seen him play that well?
Oh, he's been playing that well for a while now. Actually, I got on him a little bit because I thought there were a couple shots in the first half he turned down, and there were good basketball plays he made, but he's got to shoot some of those balls around the middle of the lane there. I've got confidence he can make that shot. Of course, he's got a suggestion that the guy's open, he should pass it. I said, I don't care, just shoot it. But he's playing like a senior. He's playing very well.
How happy were you that you guys were able to survive, even with Ryan not necessarily getting as many touches or shots as he typically does?
Yeah, we felt coming in that they were just, anytime Ryan got the ball, we went double. One time they had him tripled. And kind of prepared for that again. I think there's some of the things that we talked about. We showed them a couple of clips before we went out of guys stopping playing when things happened. Just as a last reminder, play through things. And again, they're going to make you play like that. They took Ryan away from us. Credit to them. But I like the fact that our guys hung tough, made our free throws, and pulled out a win.
You mentioned free throws. You guys made some clutch free throws throughout the whole game, mainly in the closing minutes. What does that say about your guys?
We work on them. We shoot 50 a day. We chart them. Try to make time in practice to work out. And these guys, they've been taking it seriously.
Paul, can you just assess the ball handling, the backcourt? Trail was very good from deep and driving, but the turnovers piled up again a little bit.
I thought we settled down. It was interesting. Corey, not to take anything away from him, he played very, very well. But you see why freshman point guards give coaches gray hair tonight. He took the game back from them. They had the game. He came in and took it back, and then he almost, handed it back. But again, that's all we talked about today. Yesterday was just play through mistakes. Play through mistakes. They're a type of team that'll force you into mistakes. Keep looking to shoot the ball when you open it. Again, the only thing we were worried about tonight was coming out with a win. We came out with a win.
First place alone in the league and 3 wins in 6 days. What have you precisely learned about this bunch overall over the last week or so?
What I felt coming in, I think we're a talented team. I think we're a deep team. We got a big lift from Corey tonight coming off the bench. The thing I've got to do and our coaching staff's got to do is to keep the guys up, like a John Aldridge has played tonight, or Sherrod has been struggling the last couple of games. You've got to get those guys playing well again, because you never know it's going to be a night to help them. Last week, I think, was Vaughn Gray. I can't remember which game it was. The games are coming up so fast, but Vaughn Gray came off the bench and gave us, it was Charleston. He came off the bench and gave us a huge lift with Charleston. So that's our thing right now. We got to work on is solidify the bench. I think our bench will be better.
On the theme of the bench, how happy were you with the minutes that Eric gave you there in the first half?
Yeah, they're such a physical basketball team, Georgia State, that we felt like we needed him out there. He had 3 blocks. First time he tried to guard the guard low, but he's stayed big the last few times, and he's getting better and better. Again, I'll say that if Mike Moe wasn't here, he'd be playing major minutes and probably putting up more points. But he's a pleasure to coach, because he just wants to go out there and learn. And all he talks about when I kind of check on him, how you doing? He said, Coach, I'm learning so much playing against Mike every day in practice and watching him play. I'll be ready.
You guys had 19 turnovers tonight, more than you've had recently. Can you talk a little bit about when they played that 1-3-1 with the point guard in the back, and what problems that might have created?
I thought we did a pretty good job after the opening segment of the game of handling it, but we got lazy. One time Ryan's out there dribbling the ball. Those are things we talked about. I've never done it, but like, they back tip so much, they come from behind so much. We put in a term today, wolf. Like, if you hear wolf, that means somebody's coming behind you. Well, obviously I didn't yell wolf fast enough. You know, just those were the turnovers. It just, I don't think it was so much what they were doing. I thought it was just us letting down our guard and not playing through the whistle.
Paul, I don't know if you remember the very first possession of the game, Ryan, right in front of your bench, knocked the ball away, and he said, "That's one, that's one," and it seemed to be, what was that about?
We count deflections. So anytime you get your hands on the ball or take a charge or get a steal, we're trying to compile 40 deflections a game, and we feel like if we get to 40, we have a great chance to win. That means we've been disruptive, our hands have been busy, our feet are really quick and moving around, and really anticipating where the ball's going. So, you know, I challenge them every game to try to get 40 deflections. I think over the course of my career, if we get 40 or more deflections, like 85 or 90% winning percentage.
All right, thanks, coaches.
Thanks.